Hi guys, it's Cosmo. Sorry, it's been a while. Um, I've been in and out of appointments a lot recently. I think the last video I made, I was like about to go to my first appointment. It is 3 appointments later, and today is April 4th, 2019, and I got my first testosterone shot. Yay! So what I got, I'm very excited and I can't talk. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna be talking about like shots and stuff, so if that makes you uncomfy, just know that that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so the kind of shot that I'm getting is called a subcutaneous shot. It goes in the layer of fat, like right below the skin, so it's not a very deep injection. Also the needle's like super small, which is great because today was my first shot, but it was like injection training. I had to go in for it. I don't have to go in at all, except for checkups after this, so I get to give all the shots myself. Yay! But yeah, so the needle was super tiny. I didn't even feel it going in. Of course, like with any shot, after like a minute or two, it starts to get like a little sore. So they're like, yeah, you just massage the area a little bit and you'll be fine. So yeah, it went really well. I'm excited. No changes yet, but I wasn't really expecting any. So, I'll keep an eye on changes these first couple of weeks. My next appointment is over a month from now. It's like almost 2 months actually. It was supposed to be 1 month from now, but they were completely booked. So my next appointment is May 30th. So they'll see how things are going by then. Now that I think about it, I wonder, or I should, because so they gave me 4 vials of testosterone, and I thought that it was going to be like 1 vial per dose, but it's not. There's actually more of the serum in each vial than is 1 dose, and for me it's 2 milliliters. So I shouldn't run out by the next appointment. Hopefully. If I do, then I'll call them and be like, I need my tea. But, yeah, so I'm excited. I'm real excited. God, I've been waiting for this for like, I mean, I only really made the decision to transition in January, early January, so it's been 4 months. Which doesn't sound like a long time, but for me it feels longer just because I've had dysphoria for like ever since I was in middle school. So that's why it feels like a long time for me, because even though I made the decision to transition recently, I've been feeling the effects of being trans for years and years. So it's nice to be able to finally do something about it. It's like, yeah, honestly. Like, I have some other medical stuff, and one thing in particular took like, God, how long did it take? It took over half a year to diagnose me, and this was like an actual like legit medical condition that I was like suffering from, to the point where I was like having trouble eating. Like that took a long time. That was just like from the start of the symptoms, it took me over half a year to get diagnosed and then get on meds. So yeah, considering it's been how long was middle school? Let's see. Do the math. 9 years. Yeah, so, yeah. It's exciting. I'm excited. I actually am not sure of, like, the effects that you start to see within a week or 2 weeks. I'd assume it's not a lot, just because, like, when you were going through puberty, you know, how many things popped up for you at once? Like, probably not a lot. Things happen gradually and over time. So it's gonna be at least a few months before my voice starts to drop and like my face starts to change and my body starts to change. It'll be like at least a year before things start slowing down, I think. That seems to be the trend of most guys, and then it might be a few more years potentially before I start growing facial hair. On my mom's side, like, also, sorry, I have bouncy leg syndrome again, so if I'm like wobbling up and down on the camera, that's why. But yeah, on my mom's side, like, nobody can grow facial hair. Like, my brothers have both tried and just didn't happen. Um, actually, I think that one of them grew, like, stubble, and it was really weird, and he couldn't grow anything more than that. I think he tried to grow a mustache, and it just did not work. It did not look good. But on my dad's side, that's where, like, they've actually been able to, like, grow, especially, like, goatees. I don't know if they just shave, like, the whole thing and just leave the goatee and, like, the mustache area, but they seem to have more success on my dad's side, so hoping for my dad's genetics in that regard. I don't really want, like, a beard or even a mustache, or maybe a mustache in the future. If I can grow, like, a legitimate mustache, then I want to get a little handlebar mustache. It's, like, the goal, but that's far off. Faster, I guess, goal is just sideburns. I really want sideburns. Big goal of mine. Otherwise, I'm really excited to start working out again. I stopped working out because I had, like, some medical checkups and just got, like, oh, you know, I should, like, wait a week or so after anesthetics before I start working out. So, and then I just was just like, didn't start after that, so I need to start working out again so I can get big arms. God. Again, another goal. I want to get big. I want to get burly. That sounds so good. Yeah, I can't remember, like, what I talked about in the other videos because it's been a while. So sorry if I'm, like, repeating myself a little bit here. I'm just very excited. And this video is already almost 7 minutes long. I'm sorry. Anything else? I guess shout out to the clinic that I went to. It's Cedar Rivers Clinic, up in the Pacific Northwest. They're super great. They're, like, I popped in. The first day was just, like, a consultation day, and they're just like, okay, you know, just, let's do some blood work. Okay, now tell us why you want to transition, what you know about it, and I gave my little spiel on what I researched and stuff like that, and they're like, okay, you know, you did your research, gold star, okay, we'll start you on your transition. So it's just like, yay! And they've also been super helpful getting me resources. They got me a whole bunch of, like, phone numbers and contacts of, like, top surgeons and, like, what do you call that? Mental health facilities and stuff like that, like therapists and counseling. There we go, counseling centers and things like that. So, as of right now, one thing that I have to watch out for, especially for, like, top surgery, I think my testosterone is covered by insurance. It seems to be anyways, because I paid like $2 for it, which is great. But yeah, so top surgery especially, I have to make sure that it's covered by insurance. Because it's expensive. That's why. But basically, my insurance follows the WPATH standards, and I'm doing everything with informed consent. Including the top surgeon that I want to contact is also informed consent. So that means that it's potentially not covered by insurance, which sucks. But I think it's a little unclear for mastectomies, I believe is how you pronounce it. Basically top surgery. The guidelines on the insurance are less well defined than some of the other stuff, like, you know, bottom surgery, facial reconstruction, stuff like that. A lot of the more cosmetic ones are, like, those are ones have to be covered by WPATH standards. But for top surgery, there are, like, a ton of exceptions, but they didn't, like, clarify exactly what you need to get covered for that. So I need to figure that out. But yeah, the reason why the counseling centers was good in my case was because there are, I believe, a couple up in the big city that will cover, not cover, excuse me, they will, like, write you the letter they can send to insurance being like, yes, this person has gender dysphoria, please pay for their stuff. So it's good to have, very good to have. Again, it'd be nice if I didn't even need to do that. Since insurance is covering everything already, I don't think that I'll need to, but we don't know yet. I don't know yet. I do know that my surgeon has worked with this insurance company before, so I will talk to them when I talk to them. I heard that a lot of top surgeons will only like consult you when you're a year on testosterone, or longer, or something like that. I've heard of like varying cases where people have gone in a few months on testosterone, half a year on testosterone before they even started testosterone. But that one's pretty rare. So I'm not sure. I definitely kind of agree with the fact that if you like, it's good to wait until you're at least a few months on testosterone, so that like your body fat can redistribute itself a little bit better. That way they can get like a better estimate of like how they need to go about the surgery and how it'll like turn out on you. Basically getting the best results. So yeah, I might have to wait a while for that one. Though that will allow me to save some money up in case I need to pay out of pocket. So that's good. Yeah, so exciting. Oh, I got, so I went to underworks.com, and this is not sponsored by Underworks at all, by the way, but so I actually went and shopped there before for my boyfriend because he's also trans, and they delivered their stuff really, really quickly, and they were super efficient about it, and my boyfriend loves them, so I decided, hey, you know, I need a swimsuit because I kind of want to stop wearing the bikini. It's, last year's thing. So I went and looked around and figured out that Underworks also has swimwear. So I went and got myself like this compression top. It's like a swim shirt, and then also swim shorts. My first pair of swim shorts. I'm very excited. They're actually in the wash right now. It took them 2 days to get here. Like, legitimately. I'm appalled at how fast it came here, especially because it came like across the country. They hauled it over here. It wasn't even like expedited shipping or anything. It was just regular shipping, and they're like, take it! Oh god! So that's great on them. Thank you for that, Underworks. I'm very happy to have that. I hope it fits well. Yeah, I think I'm a small, but I might be an extra small, and I'm like, why am I so tiny? I'm not even that tiny. I'm average height. I guess for girls I'm average height, but yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if it fits. I think it will. The shorts will for sure. I know that. The compression top, we will find out. Even if it's a little big, I think that's okay. It does zip up. Yeah, you might be able to hear the washer in the background there. Oh yeah, we got our dryer replaced because if you remember, I think from the first video, the dryer was on and it was going like thunk, thunk, thunk in the background. Yeah, like everybody, including the neighbors below us, got fed up with it, and we were just like, okay, you know what, let's just like replace the parts, and they're like, we can't get the parts in. And they're like, okay, let's just have this other dryer. So we have a different dryer now, and it's quiet. It's like, thank you. Yes, so I think I should stop talking because this is already 13 and a half minutes long, and if I keep going, then I will keep going. Yeah, oh, I guess also worth mentioning, it's very satisfying to hear the people at the trans clinic call me by Cosmo instead of my other name. Yeah, I'm still not like out yet anywhere except for my friends, my close friends. I tried telling my family about it, but it hasn't really registered with them that I'm trans. For my mom it might, but she hasn't like asked me about pronouns or anything like that, so she's still calling me her daughter and stuff like that. It's like, okay. My dad, I was actually talking to him earlier today, and my dad was just like, oh, you know, this testosterone will help balance you out, and I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it'll do, Dad. So I haven't broken the news to them yet that I'm gonna change my name. Yeah, and earlier today when I was at work, somebody new that I hadn't met before was just like, oh, you know, what's your name? And I told them my dead name, and she's like, oh, you know, what a pretty name. I'm like, thanks. I mean, it is a unique name, but, Yeah, it feels awkward now. I get the like it's a pretty name thing a lot. Um, but yeah, it's not my name. It's not my name. Ugh. Yeah, work is gonna be a whole other thing. See, here I go again. It's been like a minute and a half and I'm still going. Sorry. But yeah, so work is gonna be a whole nother thing. I don't think coming out is gonna be that hard. It's just gonna be like, for lack of a better word, the transition from like moving from the ladies to the men's locker room and start using the men's bathroom. The way that I'm gonna go about it, it's different for like everybody, depending on how you want to go about it, but for me, I'm going to wait until I'm like 3 or so months on testosterone, maybe a little longer, just to like get the, I guess it'll depend on like how long it takes for the changes to really set in, especially like the facial stuff, and voice probably as well. So it might even be like half a year, but around that time I'm gonna start like going through the legal process of getting my name and my gender changed. Excuse me. I get the burps when I get excited. But yeah, so around that time I'll start getting name change stuff happening, and then once everything's like totally legal, like you've been approved and like here's your new passport and everything like that, I'm gonna be like, look company, my name is legally changed, now you have to recognize me as male, and that'll be good. Yeah, so that's the way I'm hoping to go about it. Of course it might happen different than that depending on like, this is suspicious, this person's voice is dropping. You know, so we'll see how it happens. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm like, I might be the first person at my company to like publicly transition, which, it'll be fun. I'll be this little boy going through puberty while sitting around like, you know, big adult men that are old enough to be my dad or grandpa. Oh man, yeah, it'll be interesting for sure. It's really funny though. One of my coworkers was just like, you can't change your name. I'm terrible with people, like, I'm terrible with names, and if I learn it once, then I won't ever be able to switch to anything else. And I'm just like, oh no, I have some bad news for you, my man. Oh man. Yeah, okay, it's like almost 18 minutes and I gotta stop this video now. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you watched, yeah. I'll continue to try to make videos. Sorry they got kind of sparse there. From now on it'll be kind of like update videos, be like, hey, this is where my voice is at, and like, hey, look at my face, look at my jawline, look, I don't have like baby cheeks anymore, I don't have baby face syndrome anymore. Can't wait for that to stop being a thing and for people to stop thinking that I'm not old enough to drive. Oh yeah, so that'll be kind of like the update videos from now on. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I don't know who actually watches these. I hope that these can be like helpful for somebody out there, if anybody's curious about like testosterone and what the transition process looks like. I know that there are a lot of other YouTubers out there who cover the exact same thing, who are also transitioning. Yeah, I don't know, maybe this lovely face will convince you. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, bye guys.